Welcome back. Today, we're diving into 7 game-changing tips that will shave 5 strokes off your golf game immediately. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a weekend warrior, these tips will help you elevate your game and conquer the course with confidence. Let's start with our first tip, which many often overlook: the warm-up. Just like a musical performance, a good round of golf begins long before the first note, or in this case, the first tee shot. Arriving at the course about 30 to 40 minutes early gives you ample time to prepare both physically and mentally. Use this time to stretch, practice your shots, and get a feel for the course conditions. The key here is not to exhaust yourself, but to get your muscles warmed up and your mind focused. Start with your pre-shot routine. This is a sequence of actions you perform before every shot, like adjusting your grip, aligning your stance, and visualizing the shot. A consistent pre-shot routine is like a personal rhythm. It helps you stay calm, focused, and confident. Next, spend some time chipping. Chipping is a crucial part of the game that requires precision and control. Take a variety of clubs and practice different shots. This will help you get a feel for how the ball reacts off each club and to the ground conditions. Finally, focus on your putting. This is where games are won or lost. Spend time on the practice green honing your stroke, judging the speed, and reading the breaks. Remember, a warm-up is not about hitting hundreds of balls or draining long putts. It's about getting your body ready, your mind focused, and setting the tone for a successful round. So next time you're heading out for a round, arrive early and give yourself the gift of a proper warm-up. Because as we all know, in golf, every shot counts. A solid warm-up sets the tone for a successful round. Tip number 2, drive for fairways. It's a common misconception among amateur golfers that the key to a successful drive is sheer distance. However, this belief can often lead to wayward shots and subsequently higher scores. Instead of focusing on hitting the ball as far as you can, shift your attention to landing your shots on the fairway. This is where accuracy trumps distance. Think about it. What good is a long drive if it ends up in the rough or worse, out of bounds? When you prioritize accuracy, you increase your chances of landing on the fairway, setting yourself up for a better second shot, and ultimately, a lower score. This doesn't mean you should entirely forget about distance. Of course, a long drive is advantageous, but not at the expense of precision. So how do you improve your accuracy off the tee? One of the keys is to have a consistent pre-shot routine. This includes a clear target selection, a couple of practice swings, and then a confident, unhurried swing. Also, remember to tee up on the side where trouble is while aiming away from it. For instance, if there's water on the right, tee up on the right side of the tee box and aim left, away from the hazard. Another crucial factor is club selection. Don't automatically reach for your driver on every long hole. Sometimes a fairway wood, hybrid, or even a long iron might be the better choice, especially on narrow fairways or when the wind is up. Lastly, always play within yourself. Don't try to emulate the pros who bomb 300-yard drives. Stick to your game, play smart, and let the others take the risks. Remember, golf is not a game of perfect. You're not going to hit every fairway, and that's okay. The important thing is to keep your ball in play and avoid the big numbers. Consistency and precision off the tee will drastically improve your overall score. Tip number 3, aim for the center of the green. You see, when it comes to approach shots, many of us get lured by the allure of the pin, often overlooking the safer and more strategic option. The center of the green is your friend. It's a comfortable spot that drastically reduces your chances of missing the putting surface and finding yourself in a tricky spot. Remember, golf is a game of strategy, not just power and precision. Now let's talk about putting. The green is where the real game begins and ends. It's where those crucial strokes are saved or, unfortunately, often lost. So, how can we improve our putting game? Firstly, when you're on the fringe of the green, consider using your putter instead of a wedge. Yes, it may seem a bit unconventional, but trust me, it works. Putting provides you with better control and consistency, turning potentially difficult shots into manageable ones. Secondly, let's discuss the lag putt. It's a concept that's not spoken about enough but can drastically improve your scores. When you're more than 8 feet from the hole, the main aim should not be to sink the putt. Instead, focus on getting your ball within a 1-foot radius of the cup. This sets you up beautifully for your second putt and takes the pressure off. Remember, Two-putting from a long distance is a win. Lastly, practice, practice, practice. Just like any other skill, the more you practice your putting, the better you become. Spend some extra time on the practice green before your round, work on those long putts, and dial in your feel for the greens. And there we have it. Aim for the center of the green with your approach shots, putt when you can, and focus on lag putting when you're more than 8 feet from the cup. These simple yet effective strategies can make a world of difference in your game. And remember, if you're more than 8 feet from the cup, focus on getting it within a 1-foot range with your first putt. Tip number 5, leave your 60-degree lob wedge in the golf bag. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's a versatile club, right? It can get you out of some tricky situations. But let's face it, it's often misused by average golfers. The margin for error is just too high. Instead, stick to clubs you're comfortable with, ones that you can rely on. It's all about playing smart and minimizing risks. So save the lob wedge for those specialized shots and when you've really honed your skills. Now moving on to the importance of a consistent pre-shot routine. Consistency is the name of the game in golf. It's about doing the same thing, the same way every time. And this starts before you even take your shot. Your pre-shot routine sets the stage for a successful swing. It's a sequence of events that prepares your body and mind for the shot ahead. Start by standing behind the ball and visualizing your shot. See the ball flight, landing spot, and roll in your mind's eye. Then approach the ball with that image firmly planted in your brain. Take a couple of practice swings to feel the rhythm and tempo of your shot. Then align your body to your target, set your club, and take a deep breath. Remember, this is your moment, your shot. Once you're set, it's time to pull the trigger. Trust your swing and let it go. And remember, no second guessing once you're in your stance. Confidence is key. The beauty of a pre-shot routine is that it's uniquely yours. It's a sequence that works for you, that gets you in the zone. So develop a routine that suits your style and stick to it on every shot. It may take some time to perfect, but once you've got it, you'll see a significant improvement in your game. Remember, golf is not just about the swing. It's about the preparation, the mindset, and the execution. So take a moment, breathe, and trust your routine. Develop a routine that works for you and stick to it on every shot. Tip number 7, Goldfish memory. The mental aspect of golf is just as important as the physical. In the heat of the game, it's easy to get bogged down by one bad shot, one missed opportunity. But here's a secret. The most successful golfers have something called a goldfish memory. Much like our finned friends, they forget quickly. They let go of the missed putts and wayward drives and instead focus on the shot at hand. It's about being in the present moment, not dwelling on past faults or future worries. Because in golf, the only shot that truly matters is the one you're about to take. So if you find yourself ruminating over a botched shot, remember the goldfish. Let it go, breathe, refocus. And take your next shot with the confidence of someone who has never missed. Stay positive and trust in your abilities. There you have it, folks. 7 game-changing tips to save you 5 strokes immediately. From warming up before tee-off and driving for fairways, to making wise club selections and embracing the goldfish memory mentality. Each of these tips is a proven strategy to elevate your golf game. So go ahead and incorporate them into your game. You'll be amazed at how quickly you can improve your scores and conquer the course with confidence. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, happy golfing.